Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be walking you through the full A to Z free guide on how to make AI avatars and sell products using those avatars through Amazon, through TikTok Shop, and how to do it for pretty much the cheapest way possible and as quickly as possible so that you can scale up and start creating multiple accounts eventually and then selling products at higher commission rates later on, and then also work with brands. So stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to show you exactly how to work with brands, how to get paid. Before we start, I do want to mention a quick outline of what we're going to be showing you guys today. Number one, we're going to be going over the background on how to get started. Number two, we're going to be talking about how to actually get paid. Number three, why you should be using AI instead of face content for this stuff and what the advantages are. Number four is how to build a character. We're going to start getting pragmatic and going into over how to get an idea, how to write the scripts, how to build a video, and then lastly, how the money ties into this and how you'll be actually making money, and then kind of what you should be taking away from the entirety of this video so that you can get started today. Literally today you can get started. So go ahead and get started. So a little bit of background on me. My name is Eric Garcia, and my story is maybe similar to yours depending on where you're coming from, right? I started doing content creation as a videographer. I was doing videography. Later off, I got laid off. I started my own business doing like videography for fashion shows. As you guys can see here, the green line indicates that I was not making any money, right? Obviously, later on, I started studying virality here, yet I was going viral, doing hundreds of millions of views, yet I still made $0, right? So that was a problem. That was a problem. If you go to my Instagram or my TikTok, you'll see some of my old videos are doing 30 million, 20 million views. I'll pop up some screenshots here. And unfortunately, I was not making any money, right? I was trying to monetize. And let me tell you why that was a problem, right? This is the problem that some of you guys hit, right? So if you try to be an influencer, you realize that you have to have certain barriers to get to that actual money, right? So what that means is if you want to be an influencer, you need 10,000 followers on certain programs. Also, you need your videos to be a minute long, and then you're getting paid per 1,000 views, which means you need millions of views to actually make money, right? So before you've even made $1, you've had to already overcome 3 barriers to entry, which is not ideal, right? So if we go to affiliate marketing, we see there's only 1 barrier to entry, right? We see brand deals, there's some barriers to entry. We see when you do drop shipping or courses, selling that stuff, there's barriers to entry, right? So the straightest line path to the dollar is actually here in affiliate marketing. Then what happened is after I was doing these hundreds of millions of views, what ended up happening is I found affiliate marketing through TikTok Shop, right? I was doing TikTok Shop. And so that was really easy for me, right? I had an account. It already had, I think it passed 10,000 followers. So I was like already trying, but I wasn't able to get that much money. Then I started promoting products. I started promoting I think it was a candle warmer. And the reason why this is important is because I actually made my first dollars doing that. I made $500 of GMV that month. So I was like, wow, okay, cool. Like I can actually make money, right? Guys, I'm telling you, like if you're starting from zero, right? If you're starting from zero, making $0, but doing really well with content, yet you're not making any money, and then you make $500 doing TikTok Shop, selling some products, now we actually understand that there's a business model out here that will get us paid, right? That's what I want to share with you guys. So no matter where you're starting from, you have an opportunity to make money. And some of you guys may be asking, what is affiliate marketing? So let me explain to you really, really quickly before we get started. Affiliate marketing is essentially you have a page like this. This is my Instagram page at the moment, and you have a link here. That link will take you to an Amazon product like this, and I can actually buy this product right now. And if I were to buy this product through Amazon, through my link, what would happen is this page right here on my dashboard, which is over here, would say, hey, you just got a sale on your Instagram channel down here, right? Instagram, you just got a click and you just got a sale. And so now we have some revenue here, right? Basically what that means is now it's tracked. As you can see, this is my ordered revenue. It's not profit, by the way, depending on what the commission rate is. I just wanted to share that with you guys. But this is how it works. You post a video, right? You have the product here in the video, as you can see here, and then your viewers will see the link, or you'll tell your viewers, hey, click the link in my bio, and they'll click the link and you will get paid. You're earning commission rates. So 25%, 5%, depending on the platform. You can earn up to 200%, which I'm going to talk to you about later on. So I want you guys to listen very carefully. These are 2 of the most popular e-commerce websites that are on the planet Earth right now. TikTok Shop is growing, and it's very simple and straightforward. All it is it's on TikTok. You post your content on TikTok. You need about 1,000 followers for limited shop access, or 5,000 followers for shop access. You go to TikTok Shop, or you go to TikTok, and then you sign up. Create an account. Once you hit 1,000 followers, you should be able to access your TikTok Shop. The catch is that TikTok Shop does have strict rules. They have strict violation rules, violation policies. So worst case, if your account does get banned and does get violations, whether for TikTok or for AI or face content, you will in fact not be able to get your money back. So just be wary of that. Also, the commission rates are fairly standard at 25%, sometimes 20, sometimes 30, sometimes 15, sometimes 10. So do be wary of that. This is best if you already post on TikTok and you have over 5,000 followers. I would get started right now with TikTok Shop. You can start making AI content today. You can skip forward and you can actually start basically copying my method here, and then you can start earning money today. So Amazon is an affiliate program. It's fairly simple as well. You can post on any platform: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Pinterest, X. It's a variety. You can earn 5% or up to 200%, depending if you're working with a brand or not. If you're working alone, you're going to be seeing rates closer to 5%. If you're working with a brand, you're going to be seeing rates closer to 200%, 150%, 100%. So if you want to learn how to actually work with a brand, stick around to the end of this video. That's when I'm going to explain it. It's pretty simple. You just need to sign up. You don't need a follower requirement at all. Go to the Amazon Associates website, and then you go ahead and click sign up. You sign up using your information, and then you go to Amazon, you find a product that you would like to sell, you hit basically get link, you're gonna get a custom link, And then you go ahead and put that link anywhere where you want to sell. An example could be your link in bio, or you can send it to directly to your customers. Really, really simple, right? The key here is that you want to be getting traffic to your website, to your link. And the way you do that is by creating content that goes viral, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a moment. The catch is that obviously number one is your link in bio. So fewer people are going to click on it, right? If your link is in your bio, people have to actually go to your account. They have to click on your link. So just be wary of that. Number two, it is a lower rate unless you are working with a brand. So if you're working with a brand, you're going to get higher rates, which is great, but typically you're going to see lower rates. So if you're just a beginner, you're starting out, and you don't have access to a brand, then you could take 5%. If you want to learn, I would recommend finding an agency that's going to help you find a brand. And I will tell you how to do that and which agencies I trust at the end of this video. So stick around for that. So either way, pick one and then we'll move forward. So building the character is fairly simple. All we need to do is go to Pinterest, right? You just go to Pinterest and you figure out like what kind of character you want, right? So you can search around, figure out like what looks good. What I would recommend is actually going to Instagram and finding like some styles that you like and figuring out like, do I want to do AI avatar? Do I want to do transformation? Just pick something you would watch. And then take a look, go and look for a character that you like, that looks good to you. And once you find that character, let's say we want to do this doctor character, which I would not recommend doing a doctor, but I'm just going to do it for this example. The reason why is because you might get violations for that. But nonetheless, you go to this website called Google Flow. And you take a screenshot of your character. You go ahead and upload them to Claude as well. So you go to this website called Claude.ai, and you type in this prompt right here. So you basically just ask, you can just screenshot my screen, ask for the prompt, and you're going to get a face lock and a body lock. And you can make changes, right? So you can make changes to the character, and then you're going to get access to, it's going to give you access using Nano Banana Pro to a face lock and then a body lock, right? Those are the two things. That's what you want to use your character every single time, right? You want to recreate that character, or you want to use that character to create and recreate images of that character in different locations and emulations of videos. But that's the first thing you need to do. Step one is build your character. So once you have your character, we're going to move on to actually getting ideas for videos. So getting ideas for videos is also fairly simple. All you really need to do is watch a video you like, screenshot the scenes, drop them into Claude, and then add your character to it. It's fairly simple. It's 4 steps for you guys. Go to Instagram and find a video that, you're scrolling and you find a video, right? Let's say we like this video of this Japanese character. Well, all you need to do is just take the screenshots, as you see I'm doing here, right? We take the screenshots and then we copy those and then put them into Claude, right? So you see me, I'm putting them into Claude. I'm getting the transcription, get the transcription, and then we give it to Claude, and we make sure that Claude understands exactly what this video is, right? Let Claude know that we want to actually see the video and understand what's going on. Then we're going to give the script, and we want to change some things, right? So we want to change some of the background, number one, right? So I'm changing some of the background in my prompts, and then also I'm changing some of the wording, right? Like I don't want the Chinese references, right? Or the Japanese references. I want the Mexican or the Latin references for my character, right? In this example, I'm using my Mexican character, as that's my main character, but you guys can use your character. Then what I would do is I would take, I would get the prompts, right? So in this case, Claude gave me some prompts with some blocks at the beginning. So I'm going to paste those blocks and I'm going to paste the prompt, right? So I'm pasting the prompts and I'm just copying and pasting them into Google Flow. As you see, all you need to do is just basically hit reuse prompt and then use your character and then just paste your prompt into the chat setting. Go ahead and paste your prompt. And then there we go. That's all we need, right? And now we can just copy and paste. So as I'm pasting those initial images that I'm getting. I'm recreating those images. Really, really easy, guys. Really, really easy. As you do that, then lastly, what you ask for is your video prompts. So just ask it for your video prompts, tying it to each of those clips. And so Claude will understand that it needs now animation prompts. And so you just copy and paste those animation prompts now. And you're animating each shot. You hit Google Omni, you hit the video setting, and you hit animate. That's all you need to do. Now we're getting some of the video prompts, and we see these videos are starting to come to life, right? It knows what needs to happen because it's going off of the script that we pasted initially, right? Once we're done here, all we need to do is download the videos, put them into CapCut, and then once we're in CapCut, we can just make some edits. I like to speed it up. I like to chop out all of the dead noise, and then I also like to add some captions and a couple transitions. And once we're done with that, we're pretty much good to go. Transitions are in, and this is the final video. Go ahead and take a look here.
You don't need Botox, you just need these. Take a few pieces of okra and steam them.
Cut the tops off, then cut them open. You see?
Lastly, I do want to talk about turning everything into money, right? Because I think the most important part that people forget is actually how to turn it into a money machine. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but in that demonstration I showed you, we actually didn't have a product in that video. And that's a big mistake because that's the way we get paid, right? Number one is you post a video, right? Number two is somebody watches it. After they've watched it, then they comment a word or they take a look at the link, right? The link right here is sent to them. When they take a look at the link, then they buy, right? Because your video convinced them or it sold them. and then you get paid, right? That's the everlasting cycle. So the idea here is that it's a money machine, right? You're building a money machine that's always powered by your videos. So the more you post, the more you get paid, and the better you post, the better you get paid. Now, the problem is we didn't have a product, right? And so many of you guys are starting in that position. Hey, Eric, I don't have a product. That's okay. Let me tell you exactly how to get products, right? If we're doing something like this, like TikTok shop, well, you just go to the shop and you find a product. Same thing with Amazon. You go to Amazon, like I showed you guys earlier, and you find a product. Now, many of you guys might be saying, hey, like I don't have enough followers to start TikTok shop, or like, hey, I want to make more than 5%, right? Depending on what level you're at, there is another solution, right? So with Amazon, something that you can do is work directly with a brand. You can work directly with a brand and they're going to pay you up to 200% commission. So what does that really look like? Well, here's some of the actual commission rates that our agency offers for directly working with brands, right? So on your own, you're making anywhere from 1 to 5%. That's the standard rate, which is not much, right? Because Amazon knows they have the upper hand here. Comparatively, we can get 150, 100%, 250%, 100%, right? And the reason why is because AI is so new. Number one, you're leveraged with an agency. That's number two, because you're working directly with the brand. And then number three, there is a higher barrier to entry when it comes to buying on these platforms. So that's why you have such higher commission rates. But let me show you an example of what that looks like. On a $30 product, you can make anywhere from $75 down to 30 cents, right? And you might be asking, why would I want to make 30 cents? Well, you'd make 30 cents on a $30 product that pays 1%, unfortunately, right? On a $30 product that pays 250%, you're making $75, right? So that's where the power comes in of these commission rates, right? So same thing as we put in our Instagram page over here, our link in bio right here for Instagram pays about, let's see, Instagram link in bio pays 150%. On that $30 product, I'm making $45 per sale. And so per sale on 150%, I only need 23 cents. Excuse me, I only need 23 sales to make about $1,000. So now you guys see the potential here. Well, okay, now that I've showed you guys the money, let me actually really show you guys how to work with brands, because you guys see that this is no joke. This is really, really high potential. So how do you actually work with brands? Well, the simple answer is there's 3 ways. Number 1, there's inbound. Number 2, there's outbound. Number 3 is an agency. Inbound is really simple, guys. If a brand reaches out to you, then I would probably take it because you have high leverage, you have high negotiating power, they're really interested in you, they probably trust you because you already have an established page if they're reaching out to you, and you just make the content, nothing changes, right? I would take this. The second way is outbound, right? That means you reach out to the brands. Well, number 1, it's a little bit difficult because you have to do research, right? You have to email these brands and find them, right? Number 1. Number 2, they probably don't know who you are. Number 3, you probably are not established, so you probably don't have any negotiating power to get a good deal. Number 4, they're probably not interested in you, as like they probably get hundreds of thousands of emails from other people just like you. They probably don't trust you because you probably never made sales before, which is fine if you're a beginner, because I'm going to show you how to actually work with a brand if you've never made a sale before. And then lastly, now your time is in selling yourself and sending out emails, which is not what you started, right? We talked about making content over here. We talked about how to get paid for content. You just want to make content and get paid. You don't want to be doing, cold outreach, closing deals. Like that's just too much. That's just too far out of the way. So the best thing you can do is actually work with an agency, right? An agency brings the brand to you. You need really nothing. Maybe you need to pay to actually work with an agency, which is fine because then they're going to bring you money opportunities back. There's high trust there, high leverage because the agency works with many people. So you're a part of an army. Number 2, you have high negotiating power because, hey, like if the agency is repping you and they don't like the terms that the brand gives you, then they can just walk away and you guys can get another brand really simply. Agencies also bring in high interest from brands because they're established, and then also there's high trust because the agency already has worked with brands in the past. So now your time is going to making content instead of actually turning yourself into an agent, which I would highly recommend. I would say right here, be careful with the agencies that are out there, guys. There's a lot of people. I just got off the phone with somebody and they said like, hey, like I signed with this agency and I thought it was going to be this, but it's honestly not that great because they don't, they're not really great. They're not professional. They don't do X, Y, and Z, and they don't let you work with the brands unless X, Y, and Z. So it's a lot of due diligence on your end. Make sure that you actually do the work and do the research on your end before you even start signing to agencies, right? I do recommend the one that I use, the agency that I use is called Simple Media. Simple Media is really great because they work with AI creators like me, like you guys yourselves, and they bring brands to you. And so that's really good. But not only that, they're not only an agency, they actually offer a course which comes with the agency signing. So once you sign to the agency, you get access to the course. So you can kind of watch through the lessons and figure out how to learn everything like I just showed you guys right now, but in far greater detail with all the prompts, 50 hours of footage, right? This is just probably a 30-minute course or something, probably even less, right? 20-minute course. Whereas you're going to be getting far more with the actual course that we offer there. And then not only that, you're also going to get access to the community, access to one-on-one coaching and mentorship, access to all of our custom tools that we give to you guys, like the ones I showed you earlier. And then also you're going to get access to the brands. So if that's something that you're interested in, go down below to the link in the description. Go ahead and click the link there, check it out, and then go ahead and sign up, book a call with us, and then we'll talk about pricing and everything like that. But definitely do that right now if you're interested. This is a huge opportunity, so do not waste your time. Let's move fast. Let's move with urgency. Like the great Sun Tzu says, haste can be folly, but delay is never wise. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.